Hey everybody, Rodham here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi, Birth of a Hive. So, here's the recap of the rules and goals. Where we left off, pretty straightforward. We have captured High Lord Phoenix. He's right over here in his little holding cell. Oh, that's not where he is. Here he is. There he is. Alright. We are heading down into the what used to be the Holy Nation. Now, as a result of the Reactive Worlds mod, there's going to be considerable amounts of additional cleanup that I have to do. Cleanup meaning hunting Holy Nation lieutenants and stuff like that, as they won't be cleared off the map just yet. So what I'm going to do is get the group moving over here. I think we were following metal. Oh no. Second chance is slow. Oh, Moral Oro is the slowest by far. Alright, let's follow Moral Oro and head towards Rebirth with the Swarm. And then the caravan here is yet again at the Armor King. We still have the swords that are training up. I'm trying to get their athleticism, especially Aramedoc, but at their athleticism high enough so that they can run at a normal speed. Because, I guess we're being attacked. By what? By a broken skeleton of old machine style. Yeah, you're so dead. And Collapso. Alright, let's keep moving. More oral. You're supposed to be leading the way. He is having a little bit of trouble with his move orders. Alright, I'm going to make sure I'm looking the correct direction. He is having some serious pathfinding issues. Alright, well, I'll get him to the other side of the water, and then we'll figure it out from there. Alright, so we actually just came from here, but I'll check it again. Because you never know what I overlooked and now want to buy. Visored masks, well, no, they're not 100% coverage. Alright, let's get moving. We are going to go down to Blister Hill via the water route. And then the Swarm is likely going to join them. We already know that Rebirth flipped. We've been through there once. So we're going to also head to Blister Hill our own way. Now, while this is happening, there is, of course, the matter of... our little friend over here, Holy Lord Phoenix, whatever it's called. Now, Flathead's supposed to be the executioner, but I think if there's any chance for him to properly execute anyone, it's going to be with that Masterwork Eel Cross. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. Just trying to Eagle Cross him. Alright, let's take a look at weapons. So here's the Serrated Greatsword. It's Edge 1. But there you have it. And that is supposed to be one of the Southern Hive styled weapons. Kind of doubt it. I mean, I don't doubt, like, literally that's what it is, but it's not Southern Hive styled. Come on now. Too many creative justices were taken. Frenchie, let's get you that Masterwork vest there. I can finally mark you down as having a good vest. Or shirt, whatever it is. So, before I move on to a new target, I want to make sure I fully eradicate, that kind of sounds evil, but fully eradicate the Holy Nation. Make sure they're actually gone. So what is this? Blunt up 4%. Cut efficiency up 5%. Coverage is 100%. That's not terrible. Given that the metal variety here, if I could find one, is not so ideal. So our caravan still has considerable amounts of stuff to sell, as you can see. So we need a city that's full of vendors. So I'm hoping that the flipped Blister Hill will have what we need in terms of cell power. And I have a considerably different roster for the swarm now than I did before. I literally flipped it. So here we just loaded in the zone. This zone is owned by the Flotsam Ninjas. What kind of vendors and the like they have there, I don't know. Alright, so what I'm going to start doing is anything owned by... Okay, so this is owned, this holy military base is owned by the Fogmen. So clearly, I don't have the proper protection to fight Fogmen. This is me role-playing, by the way. We're supposed to have personal protective equipment to fight Fog, so I'm not going to stick around here and let them infect me. Let's pop over to the Holy Mines. Anything that is owned still by the HNs, we want to flip. We basically want, we're trying to get rid of them everywhere, in every way. And they are definitely running slavery out here. There is no doubt about that. So that's what this episode's going to be about. Snuffing out slavery wherever it might exist. Yeah, don't hurt the escapee. Queen's like shooting them point blank. That's kind of funny. Alright, so this caravan is having some pathing problems as well. I think the swarm is going to be just fine. Alright, well, someone's got to be in charge here. And we got to find that someone and flip. Wait, why are you running up top? Oh, you have crossbows up there. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I haven't seen anyone that resembles leadership here. Not yet, at least. Oh. Yeah, it's possibly leaderless. I'm just gonna let my squad rip up anyone. But, yeah, I really haven't found any lieutenants. They would stand out. They'd be a different color and all that. Come here, Ron. They in here? No, nothing's in there. Oh, but there's a severed human leg. Well done, guys. I don't think that these little mining outposts even have loot. They're very much empty. And in fact, I'm not even really seeing slaves. Because I think most of the slaves have escaped. Alright, so next up. That we haven't really been able to flip for whatever reason. It's just sort of ownerless. This holy military base here may be also fogged. I'm not sure. Nope, they're in here. They have a doctor. Oh, here we are. Valio. We're here to hunt you down. Well, after taking Blister Hill, these sort of side areas should not all be all that difficult. I just want to make sure that my caravan's still running. Given it's slightly easier, it's also a good time for someone like Seiko or Talon to work on their combat skills, because they haven't really been able to for a while now. With that said, Talon probably shouldn't be trying to take on the Inquisitor by himself. There we are. So this is the man, Leo. You know, screaming for me to drop my weapon has never and will never work. I don't cower to you, but I will take your splint kit. Yeah, I see you patching yourself. Let's get him to quit patching himself. Alright, where is Valio? Seiko is downed. Not too viciously cut up, though. Where's their leader? And if they weren't in all drab color... Oh, there he is. Alright, Queen. Let's go kidnap. Mr. Green, pick up Seiko. And let's bounce on out of here. This has been flipped. Or will be, rather. Oh, cheeky. Alright, everybody's getting patched up, and then we're going to go march to stack to heal up. It's going to be a little bit faster then to redeploy a camp. Silvershade, let's make you a medic. And Green, you need ammo. I guess we all need ammo to some degree or another. Talon, you're supposed to be a bit of a medic as well, but I don't know if there's anyone to patch up anymore. Alright, let's assume that Moral Oral is the slowest still. No, it looks to be Pharaoh. Because no one splinted his leg. Alright, I could fix that. Alright, now you're fine. Everybody follow Moral Oral. Moral Oral, you're going to take us into stack. Just to rest. Alright, let's go track down the caravan. We have a ton of stuff to sell. Oh, look. We have escaped rebirth slaves. I freed them myself. The world is becoming a more just place due to my interference, I guess. Except for this store here. Where is the shopkeep? Oh, here he is. Here to buy. Yes, I am. What do you got for me then? You're a boot trader. Oh boy. Exciting. Well, I could sell you 2 pairs of pants. Everything else, we might need to wait till morning, because it's really just a bar open, and they don't have a lot of money. They can't even afford... Okay, they can afford 1 ranger. Who owns this? Oh, this is the Flotsams? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to wait for their armor. I'm going to wait till morning for their armor smiths and all that. Their weaponsmiths. Because they'll have a lot more money. So let's check back in on Moral Oral. Who is at stack? We want to rent some beds. Is anyone significantly wounded? Like Talon here, or Seiko. No surprise those two took the biggest wallop, being in the somewhat of the lightest armor. Having really, really high dodge in vanilla Kenshi is amazing because only one person can attack you at a time. In attack slots 3 Kenshi, that don't matter so much. As you can imagine, you can't really dodge 3 attacks at once. Alright, Silver Shade's healed up. Most of the people here aren't all that wounded. It's just, if I'm sitting here resting them, might as well have them heal all the way up. That and I rented the beds. Alright, Silver Shade, go pick up Red Rain. Green, pick up Thorns. Like, everybody's pretty much fully healed except for the Bone Dogs. And that will take mere seconds. Going through it all. Yep, 100% healed. Good. So these guys are going to head out to other holy mines. See if there's a leadership to be flipped. I don't really mind Moral Oral being very much the slowest because it will be easy for him to lead the group here. How are we already being targeted? Oh, we got some hungry bandits. Cute, but I'm not stopping for you. Caravan. It is just around daybreak. Wow, Blister Hill, you are not a powered city. Not really anymore. Cookie, let's pop into weapons. That's the shop guard. It's this guy, the Scorched Lander. That makes sense. 25,000. Good. You're gonna need it. And that is all they can afford. I don't think there's going to be anything for me to buy here. Yeah, their best is like MK tier stuff. So that is all sold out. I might be able to buy some armor. You might have some masterworks, but you never know. Shoddy, high grade, nothing yellow yet. I'm just basically looking for yellow. And no, they didn't have any. What about blueprints? I know all those blueprints. Alright, they could almost afford everything that I had to sell on one of the bulls. Yeah, as you can see, this is why I've been melting down my armor. Some people have been saying, oh, you should sell it. It's worth so much money. It's like, I have more money than I know what to do with. So these holy mines have been flipped. They are owned by Shek. The caravan's going to go to Bad Teeth, and Moral Oral, you can... Well, first, I want to speed you up a little bit, because you are kind of slow. I'll have Queen pick up the guy. I suppose I could loot him, but I don't really care. If we put him down, we'll just, you know, if we physically put him down, we'll just knock him out again. All right, I'm going to go to the Holy Farms, but I don't think there's going to be anything to flip at the Holy Farms. Pretty much I need to be going to the military bases. That'd be my guess. As I said, haven't played a reactive world yet. In Vanilla Kenshi, there is not bosses. There's not named people to flip all of these small territories. But that is obviously not the case here. So this is still owned by Holy... No, actually, this is Shek 2. Caravan, you are skirting right next to another farm. I want to see if this is Shek as well. Moral Oral, let's get you out to... I don't even know. Most of their territory has been flipped. Now, the Deadhive overrun, and places that have been taken by the fog are never going to be taken back by us. Because the fog are leaderless by design. They're just fogmen, so it's not like we can change who runs it. It's infested, for lack of a better term. So I'm having the caravan check for owners in the other holy farms and mines around. 2 groups to scout it, better than 1. Let's check in on our craftspeople. So no new robotics there, but it does take a while to make. Oh, so we're on to our tier 2s. So here's the gutter pike. Looks to be, yeah, that looks pretty dangerous. The puncture club, it's edge 1, and the crossbeak sword. Crossbeak versus leaf. The leaf does more cutting damage, but less blood loss. The crossbeak does, yeah, okay. So, I don't want to make any more of these Southern Hive-styled weapons. This gutter pike will be the last one I make, just so I don't waste the material. I'm going to go back to Naginaga Katana. And, oh man, I have so many weapons now. It takes a while. Polearm. Naginata. Heavy polearm. Those were my bread and butters. The reason why I'm not using those 4 new styled weapons, they're, as far as I'm concerned, Southern Hiver weapons, and not really weapons that I want to use myself. Alright, let's see if this is critical, but he's awake. Alright, Flathead. Turn your job off. You are... Man, there's a lot of water in there. How's our food? Well, looking all right. All right, temporarily, you're going to have the Eagle Cross. And then I'm going to send some keepers over just to make sure that he doesn't escape or anything like that. You know, supervision. While we get that set up, looks like we got out to these holy mines. Let's keep going out to other holy mines. And this caravan, you should be going to these holy mines. Who owns this now? The Shek? Yeah. The Shek's holdings have... Wait, why do they have... Oh, no. I thought he was tied to a polearm, but he's just, observing a wall. Looks like you're in a timeout, dude. Yeah, the Shek's territory have at least doubled as a result of my war efforts. They owe me more than just like, here, have my daughter. But whatever, I won't call them on it. I don't really care. These are also Shek. And if I'm not correct, I don't know about Narcos Trap, but Akron's Shield should definitely be flipped as well. I purposely made a trip out there already to change owners. Alright, so that's Shek guards there in these holy mines. Let's go out to this holy mine ruin. Just in case there's a few squatters, but I don't think... It's not likely to have... Alright, Flathead is queued and ready. Where are the keepers I sent? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Here they come. Jordan Carpo Thor. They're just making sure that everything goes according to plan. Alright, I'm going to set him free. He's just sort of laying there. In fact, Flathead, you want to come on inside with the guards so that he can't get himself a... No, that's not Flathead. That's Illamite. Come on, Flat. You want to be an executioner, you gotta cooperate a little bit. Okay, apparently being critical, he's still not really conscious. I think he's just gonna slowly bleed out. You know what, I'm alright with that. We'll call that execution executed. Let's go back to hauling water. I know, not as romantic of a job. Moral Oral, you're at... We wanted to go out to the Holy Mine Ruins. Caravan's being attacked, though. By what? By a hungry... No, never mind. By 2 hungry bandit. Alright. This holy farm here looks to be overrun by hungry bandits? Interesting. Yeah, so there's a bunch of starving bandits that live here now. I mean, it's not Holy Nation, so I guess mission accomplished, but whatever. Let's push on. Awkward Shield, they're going to check. I got to be careful about that, because if it's still Holy Nation holdings, the 3 of them plus animals cannot waltz in there and expect to leave alive. Just pointing that out. These are also hungry dust bandits. But these were ruins. I never really expected that to still be held. What else? This Holy Mine Ruin. Now, is there a Dust Bandit leader in here? Again, it's my first playthrough of Reactive World, so... Yeah. Yeah, there is. Alright, let's flip this one, too. Because we can. Everybody! We don't have a Hella here, so no one really picks all that successfully. Alright, Ren. Was that your name? Ren the Bone Sack. Alright. You're not our mortal enemies, but there be a bounty on your head. The Shek wants you. So, I gotta pick you up. We don't even need to squish all the dust bandits. Which makes me think that maybe the Starving Bandits had some sort of bandit leader that had a bounty on him in the last place. But as I said, I need to be... Oh, here we are. Alright, we walked right into Awkward Shield. It is Shek as well. Let's get down to Narco Trap. You know, actually, there might be a... Is there something to sell here? This never really had its own industry. Oh, no, they have a travel trader. Sure, let's offload some of our goods here. Dang, I cannot believe how big the Shek got. What the Shek? Goat. I already have my crab. What do we need? We need Garu. Now, a smart man would buy 2 of each ahead of time, but that would not be me. Okay, so there we go. We are all sold up. What about these maps? Mongrel. Man, these guys have maps to everywhere. Gonna buy some of their high-quality food. And we're good to go again. All right, everybody follow Cookie, and Cookie, go back to Narco Trap. Alright, Ren the Bone Sack. You are crippled, and you are... Okay, you're healing up. Let's go ahead and take a minute to stop and heal. I don't want my bounties to get spoiled. Okay, that might be everybody. And we're hitting up another ruin. Oh, caravan's being targeted. Who owns this? Holy Nation, but they all say they're dead. Yeah, there's no one left here. It's just it's a true ruin this time around. All right, Moral Laurel. Let's go out to that starting bandit, see if it has some sort of leadership. And here we are at Narco Trap, and this looks pretty flattened. There are... Oh, okay, that's super scary. They're leaderless, but they have a ton of iron spiders just sitting out here. Well, are they leaderless, or is there a leader in here somewhere? Alright, a part of me definitely wants to fight that. That looks like fun. Not that there's much of a point to, but sure, why not? Alright, we're going to head with the caravan over to Bad Teeth to sell some of the additional goods that we wanted to sell. And the swarm is going to head over to Narco Trap to, you know, dance with those robos. What about back home? Alright, so here's another masterwork grade. Alright, green and silver shade both need masterwork grade leather vests, which we have one so far. As far as armor goes, Boop. Oh, that was masterwork. I sent Boops over here to help clean up a bit. Alright, so we have some masterworks, which is good. Let's put away the rest of the iron ore. I don't have a surplus of iron plates, but I do of steel bars, but barely. As far as the rangers go, we've got... Oh, Boro. You spoil me. So we have some masterwork rangers. All these specialists, yes, I can melt them down. No, they don't make me money when I do. But I'm going to do it anyway. Just to save room. So 2 more masterwork rangers. So that would be Frenchie and Hella. Definitely going to get those right now. And I should probably ammo them up. Oh, no, they're pretty well ammoed. The people on deployment right now are not well ammoed. Alright, Moral Oral. I have no idea why there's a giant death stack of iron spiders, but it looks like a lot of fun to fight. That is a swarm. And I'm sure I'm gonna have some not insignificant injuries as a result of this, but I am okay with that. This just looks like fun. Alright, there we are. Robots squished. Seiko's the only one that got knocked out. Caravan was briefly targeted. What was with that? The whole region here should be a lot more safe now that there aren't Holy Nation patrolling. So this Narco's Evil Tower, I still see some spiders up, security spiders up, bouncing around in there. Wow, look at all the weapons that were just sort of ditched. Alright, well that was fun. But this is owned by Old Machines, and I'm not so sure that we can just flip it. The city flipping usually requires there to be some sort of leader. You can't just like walk in and expect it to flip. Hella and Frenchie, let's switch your rangers. So a Masterwork Ranger, and there are stronger crossbows than Rangers, but I'm purposely maxing out at Ranger because I've played Kenshi through and through once before. The Eagle Crosses are overpowered. Just they are, and it's probably more fun not to use an overpowered weapon. All right, Angel, you look like you are idle. So what do we have a lot of? We don't have... We have a lot of green cactus. Ton of rice weed. Oh my god, so much rice weed. Alright, let me figure out what I can make. I can make rice bowls, I guess. So let's make dust witches, and then, let's make rice bowls. Actually, let's just make a ton of rice bowls. Try to whittle down that rice amount. So, hull to food store, cooking stove. That's about all we need to do. Because we're sitting on 378 water here. So we're just going to have a ton of rice bowls. Works for me. Of the keepers that are here, any of you need... Well, let's first... What do we have? We have plate armor of each type. No, none of you need armor. What about pants? I suppose I need to take a formal inventory. Because it looks like everybody in Keepers has the gear they need. What about you guys? So green needs pants. So let's throw in some Hive leg plates in the mix here. No, Talon's not normally wearing that stuff. Acid needs armor. And Little Light needs armor. So yeah, there's need for more soldier armor. Obsidian needs armor. Moral Oral needs armor. So I need a lot more soldier armor. Heavy armor there. Okay. So some heavy armors and primarily soldier armor. So let's do a queue like this. Soldier, soldier, and then some Hive mast helmets. Because these are 100% coverage with only a tiny little perception bonus. That would be good for our crossbow people. And then that was a tip by you guys. Then what do I want? The heavy plate armor. Okay. Moral Oral in the group. Is there a starving bandit leader that I can kill to flip this place? Yes, there is a leader. No, there's no bounty on him. Well, Queen, you can execute anyone you want. Even if they're not like an enemy of, oh, this leader's dead anyway. We'll put him out of his misery. Alright, I doubt that helps to flip this holy farm. Is there another leader? Yep, there is another one. But I can always try. That wasn't done with Queen, but let's pretend it was. Okay, cats added. What else now? So we are going to march this Dust Bandit leader into Blister Hill, or really anywhere there is a Shek HQ. My caravan reached a new city, but it is nighttime and the shops are closed. They've been on the road a while now, haven't they? All right, Angel, how are you doing? Tons and tons of rice bowls. All right, cool. I'm not even making a dent in my rice amount. It's kind of funny. Resnick. You used up all the leather, I bet? Yes. So, what do we need to do? We need to use the leather tanning bench. How about you, Heresy? You are working on skeletal muscles for a new steady arm. You just made a steady arm. Unfortunately, it is not masterwork. But that means you're working on the right thing. Oh, another thing that I have to realize is my power here is sort of dwindling. I wouldn't say it's in danger yet. But whether we keep going with the... fuel, or if we switch over to wind. Haven't yet made that decision. All right. What are you? Oh, they're hauling water. I was wondering what that was. So where is the police HQ in this place? Has not been rebuilt. They have a barracks. Oh, you know what? This is Flotsam Ninjas. This is not even... No one's going to want that. We need to hand, what's his name? The bounty dude off to the Shek, not Flotsam. Flotsam won't pay for them. So there is... Let's check Bad Teeth. Bad Teeth, do you have an HQ? Do you have a police station? Is this a police station? This is a barracks. Let's take a quick look inside. No, it's just a barracks. I don't think there's an actual HQ in here. Barracks and a bar. These cities aren't really built up yet. So Moral Oil, that means you might be running to Admag or Squin. Squin's probably the closest place. We'll be ready for that kind of long run. So it seems to me like pretty much everything that can be flipped has been flipped. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not intimately familiar with the Reactive World mod. But I think I've done a pretty swell job of flipping what we need to. Ooh. Nice, that's a lot of electrical components. Oh man, I'm barely generating power with these, Alright, looks, I would say it never rains here. It's been long enough, we've never gotten rain, so functionally there is no rain. I'm not going to make a water well, because I'd have to put it really, really far away, so we'll just roll with what we got. Let's poke into stack. Maybe there will be a HQ here. Yep, alright, here's a faction HQ. So, Rage is the one holding the dude. Who can I talk to? I could probably... Ha! They have the Grand Wizard here! Oh, that's funny. He's probably pissed. Alright, I'm just putting you in. 20,000 reward. Cha-ching! And Moral Oral, we are going to... Oh. I think this is the base where we got the Vallejo guy, or whatever his name is. The one we're holding right now. Man, there's a lot of escaped slaves sort of wandering the countryside here. Holy Armor Trader, what? Alright, something broke. Oh, that's funny. Clearly not supposed to be Holy Armor Trader. This is a Shek town. And these are all Shek Kingdom Holy Armor hybrids. Some bastardization that's not supposed to be as a result of mods and the like. Oh god, that's funny. Oh, so there was a faction HQ in Bad Teeth. It's just in the corner here. Alright, all you guys follow Cookie, and Cookie, you are going to take our group here back up to the ruins. Anything else that we can't sell or haven't sold yet, I don't really need the money. I want them to get home, and we'll just melt things down. Oh, right, there's also Kral's Trozen. So the Shek... Alright, this is clearly a Deadhive overrun. Yeah, it's owned by Fogman. Yeah, let's go do those bounties. So the Shek have their own enemies, and I might as well help them with their own bounties, now that we're, like, allies or whatever. Bone Dogs versus Fogman. Nope, Bone Dogs lost. This is a bit of a Bone Dog nest. They want to bite at my heels. It's cute. Trying to select the guys running around, seeing who they are. Shek Warriors, 100 Guardian. Yeah, I gotta say, now that the Shek took over, this place is so much safer. There's not bandits on the road. The dust bandits are gone. There's not a lot of hungry bandits. The Shek aren't much for farming, but I've got to say, they're somehow keeping everyone fed. Often in games, when you meddle with politics, there is really negative consequences, right? It's like, oh, you tried to free the slaves. Well, the slaves started their own cult faction and murdered the planet. I mean, not literally, but that does happen a bit. Stuff like that. But not here. So, just to credit the person that had the idea, Smokestack, I believe, was the one that said make those specific types of helmets. So we've got a few soldier and heavy plates. Here's the Hive mast helmets. So they have 100% coverage and just a little bit of a perception penalty. So these are going to be the best for our crossbow, not what we were previously rocking. The teeny little perception penalty is not that much of a problem, in my opinion, because I'd much rather keep my head. And they go on. So we have another one. We're going to need 4 of them at least. In fact, given their cut, blunt, and all that, I could potentially... Well, I don't really mind Queen keeping the one she has on. She can have a unique Ronin one. Everyone else will be samurai. That is cool in its own way. Because, yeah, all the others are these samurai helmets. Well, we haven't had a lot of raids. Oddly enough, I have definitely fought a lot of factions and taken a lot of hostages. Speaking of which, let's check back home on Mr. Phoenix. You're dead. Bye-bye, Phoenix. Bled out while tied to a pole. Well, that's justice for you. So here is one of the factions that severed from the Shek. So the Shek, the reason why, given how powerful soldiers they are, the reason why they aren't stronger is their faction sort of severed. And that severing of the faction caused them to have a lot of infighting, which prevented the Shek from really controlling a lot of territory. Because, in my opinion, when it comes down to pound for pound, the Shek are some of the toughest. So Tora the Fearless here is wanted by the Shek for leading these Band of Bone exile camp. And I just grabbed her lickety-split real quick. Here she is. Just a refit blade combat cleaver, not even worth writing home about. Her little camp here doesn't have anything worth anything anyway. The only, I would say the only real items that Queen here even needs a little bit would be more AI cores, and you're just not going to find AI cores on bandit camps. That's just not where they are. So as far as looting goes, I don't need to do really any. And one of the other people wanted by the Shek is... so if I go into factions, I guess this is the best way to show you. So you've got the Band of Bones here, if I know my alphabet. There's the Band of Bones, and then you've got Kral's Chosen. Those are, I would say, the main two splinters from the Shek that got bounties on their head. And while I'm down here, I might as well do those bounties. Plus, you had Bugmaster. Not that he was sort of the only person in his own faction. Everyone else in his faction was bugs, but he was also wanted for, you know, terrorizing the area. So here is Kral's Chosen little HQ. A little bit more significant than the Band of Bones. The Band of Bones really was like almost a Dust Bandit level camp. They're a little harder because, oh, hello. Traders Guild. Yes! Guess what, Traders Guild caravan? Y'all getting hijacked. Yep. Alright, so this was a Traders Guild caravan that came wandering through. Traders Guild are slavers. They really should just be called the Slavers Guild, but that's my 2 cents. Alright, so there should be a bounty here. Look, cannibals? Excuse me? Win or die. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Now, the ones I have to worry about is Talon and Seiko for having not heavy armor. Another issue is I have no idea where their faction leader is. Uh-oh. And the bounty on Tora is bleeding pretty good. Alright, if I was a faction leader, I'd be in this building somewhere. Alright, Seiko's down again. I'll poke around the corpses once we're done. Were you on the roof here? Nope. Alright, Seiko's on his feet again. What am I missing? I'm missing someone somewhere. I'll just double check all of the bodies. Oh, there you are. Flying bull. Ha, found you. Embedded in a wall. Am I carrying him now? No. What happened to him? He glitched. The Phoenix Slayer. Oh, yeah. Well, that's who I am now. Alright, where'd Bull go? I went to pick him up, and he glitched into the wall here. And I'm not sure where he went. But here's the thing, I'm not leaving without him. So... don't give me any bull. I want the actual bull. Alright, Moral Laurel. What I'm gonna start to do is, because I can do this with Queen... oh, I saw him in the wall. He's, like, in the wall. Alright, so let me try to fix broken mesh data. And, Pharaoh, come on inside. He's, like, here, but not here. Oh, it's killing me. I think I need to wait for him to gain consciousness. And then he'll unwall himself. So what I'll do, Queen is going to start executing all these, chosen. Just so that it's not annoying to wait for Flying Bull to regain consciousness. Now, the other problem is, let's hope that I didn't whack him out, knock him out so hard that he's gonna, like, bleed out in a wall or something. And just a reminder, yes, they are not enemies necessarily of my faction, but Queen can execute whomever she wants, and there's no way these crawlers here, that's what I'll call them, these crawlers are ever going to win the fight. They lost pretty soundly. Alright, did he glitch up a floor? No. Another thing I could do is to leave the zone entirely and come back. And they'd probably respawn. Oh, who do we just beat down here? Oh, Caravan Guard. And a Caravan Guard. I was hoping it was Flying Bull himself. Because I think Flying Bull, if I'm not mistaken, is the last Shek that their faction wants. Huh, the Caravan Guard was fighting the... I don't know what's going on here. I'll give it another minute. I'll be patient. Before I wait for too long, I'm going to get over to Snowy again. So I don't want too many of these mast helmets, because I could definitely see myself making a ton of them. Okay, we haven't gone through the second queue of mast helmets, so I'm going to make a few less. Fewer. What is going on with this caravan? Alright, so honestly, my fear now is that Bull may have just, from the injuries he sustained, may have just, like, bled out in a wall. Because I don't... Oh, you're alive. Used to be. I don't see him anywhere. And everyone else here is dead. So, my best bet to getting Flying Bull is to leave this area entirely and come back later. When he's recovered. And we beat him once. We can very easily beat him again. 'Tis no issue. I could also potentially turn over this dude Valio over to the Shek as well, rather than executing him. He's just, as far as I'm concerned, somewhat of a no-named, oh, hey, Shekers. A no-named lieutenant in a headless faction. Call them headless, because with no Phoenix, they don't really have leadership or organization or anything like that anymore. What I do need to do is to turn these guys over, and then to rest, because some people are pretty hurt. Alright, so Valio is turned over, and Tora is turned over. Those are the only bounties ahead on me. Because Rage was holding someone, but is not anymore. Yeah. I just want to make sure, because if I rest while holding someone, that's going to be a problem. If I want free beds, I could go over to the Shinobi Thieves. Not that I can't afford the price of a bed. But there's also the opportunity to buy some of their goods. Or not. Because they really don't have anything. Alright, just topping up here. Some people a little bit more hurt than the others. You can hear the Shinobi Thieves training. This actually didn't take too long. Alright, we're basically in tip-top shape. Before I leave, and I know I am running out of time here, but before I end this episode, I want to do a quick march back to Neucralia. I don't know if I've traveled far enough for it to, like, de-render, but we can hope. And then Cookie here, you are stuck. How'd you get behind Blister? Oh, well, I guess you went through the city. I wish there was an easier way to get to the Armor King. There really is not. Making sure. Yep, we got everyone. We didn't leave. Oh, there goes green. The moment I check. Alright, we're sitting over the camp. The body's de-rendered, so that's hopeful that we've done it right. Oh, Thorns got stuck. Green, you're still stuck? Hang on a minute. What's going on, buddy? Can't Billy goat up a hill? Is this... Nope, still owned by Crawl's Chosen. I don't see any Chosen. No sign of Flying Bull. Well, I have no idea. This might be one of those, like, I'm just gonna worry about this in a future episode, because I don't think I'm gonna resolve this issue now. And if I can't ever reclaim the bounty of Flying Bull, that's fine. It's not all that serious, because I'm already full allies with the, I'm full allies with the Shek. Alright guys, well that's about all the time I have for this episode. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. Hope you enjoyed this one of cleaning up all Holy Nation. And I think it's just about time I pick a new target for my ire. Drop a comment in if you have any comments, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Adios.